So my name is Eileen Eastaugh-Mascoll. I work in the employability team on the Work and Health program. I started my role on the 23rd of March, which was the first lockdown. So I've been here just over a year. I think my favorite thing about working with Real Life Futures is you're constantly informed. So you're always informed. There is always somebody to be able to answer a question for you, and the feeling of being valued. No week is ever the same. So I think my typical day would be around always working with participants. So it's about booking meetings, talking to participants, but then from the role, from the conversation or from the meeting, then have to look at some of the things we discuss. So if it's about work, we look at possible employments for the participants after the meeting or during the meeting. And so that's pretty much a typical day working with participants. But there's a lot that's added onto it. They're the best. I think what I like about my team is how the bond that we have, and it developed from pretty much your very first day at work. So I came into this role obviously as a newbie sort of thing, and you feel nervous about coming into the role, but there was no need for it, because from the very first day that I remember that my mobile number went out to the team, and I was just flooded with conversations, welcome notes, and we started talking from day one. So I feel part of a team from day one. My favorite story is around working with a particular young man who he's got ADHD, and it was the first two meetings I had to have the meeting with his dad. So it was difficult for him to understand me, for him to talk, for him to open up to me. And we had the first two meetings with his dad, the third meeting with his sister. And after that, he started coming to the meeting on his own, and his sister and his father started calling me to say how happy he is working with me. And after talking to him, I found out what he wanted to do. His dream was always to become a lorry driver. And I said to him about, found out what he's done in the past. He hadn't done much because he started a training, but he had to leave because of ill health. And I looked at trying to get some funding for him to do a lorry driving course. And we were able to get some funding from the Road Trust, because I think the driving cost £1,195. And we got, I did an application to the Road Trust, and he got £400. And then I did an application to Adnams, and he got the balance. So his lorry driving course was being paid for, and he starts his training in June. He's an exit because he got a job working with a haulage company, which he really loves, and he's now looking to do his training with East Coast Driver, starting in June. It's an embarrassing one, but I think it's about so my very first meeting with the team was an outdoor meeting. I detest mud and grass, and it does make me literally heave. I've just got a right phobia. But so we had our very first meeting, and this was when I was meeting everybody for the first time. I mean, we've met on Teams and everything, but in person, this was the first time I was meeting everybody. And when I saw the grass, I freaked out. I just started crying. And the way the entire team rallied around, supported me, it was a bit embarrassing, but it was also, you also felt such kindness from everybody. And it was like, don't worry about it, we're here for you. And they got stuff out, everybody went to their cars and got stuff out and put on the ground, so I could still be part of the whole team building day. And it was just great. And I just felt, I wasn't judged, I wasn't frowned upon. Instead, I was 100% supported. And it felt great, even though I felt like I was a diva on the day. Sorry. I felt that I could bring a lot to the role when I read the job description. I felt that it had my name written all over it. And with my transferable skills and my lived experiences, I felt that I would be perfect for this role, and so I applied. The interview was one of the best interviews I've ever had, because again, when I went into the interview, I just felt so at ease. I felt like I could be myself and I could talk, and it allowed me to sell myself a lot more than being in an interview where I felt like I was being judged, but I didn't feel that way. I feel so honored to be a part of this team. I feel so valued. This is one of the best years I've had working in an organization like this. And I remember on the 23rd of March this year, I had to put up a post on my Facebook page to say how appreciated and valued and happy I am in my job. And it's not something that seems like it's going to wear off anytime soon. The support is there from management all the way through to colleagues, to teams, to anybody affiliated with the project. The support is 100% genuine. It's real. Your questions are answered, and there is help. There is always help if you're struggling in your role, or managers or colleagues are always there to say, can I help? Can I pick this up for you? Can I do this for you? Just so you can get ahead with what you're doing, and you never feel judged. So go for it. It's one of the best roles I've ever had, and I am super happy in my job.